Smoky Mountains. Big place. Over 122,000 acres. Big place. And way back then, when I was young, I mean, there was no well laid out trails around, so lots of people have got lost in those mountains over the years. And very often when I'm guiding people, they'll say, "Wiley, have you ever been lost?" And I'll say, "Not exactly. I ain't been lost, but there has been lots of people who has got lost in these mountains. Many a story about people getting lost, and I want to tell you one of those stories, a true story. It happened a long time ago. It happened before my time, and probably even before your time, because it was right after the Civil War. Now, it was the wintertime, and it was snowing. There was 3 feet of snow. So there was this fella from the area of the settlement, and he was trudging through that snow, and he was headed for a place called the Fort Harry Ford. Fort Harry Ford. Now, this Fort Harry Ford, especially when there's lots of water coming down, it was very difficult to cross. But at night, it was pretty dangerous to try to cross that ford. And in the ice and snow, why, you was taking your life into your own hands to try to cross it in that kind of season. And then it goes without saying that crossing the Fort Harry Ford was next to impossible in a Model T. Hallelujah! Just joking about that. So there was this fella trudging through the snow, coming to that ford. Well, he saw a glove sticking up out the ice and the snow, and on a stick or something. So he thought, well, I'll get that glove. I might be able to use that. So he went over and he tried to pull that glove out, and it was frozen solid on there. And he finally pulled it up, and it was a dead man's arm. And he dropped that thing, oh, Lord. And he ran back to the settlement, got a party together, and then they came and saw about that man when the weather allowed. And that man is buried right near the Fort Harry Ford today. So that man, now, whoever he was, and wherever he come from, and wherever he was going, that man was really lost. But me, have I been lost? Well, I ain't never been lost exactly, but I have been bothered a few days or a time or two. That's for sure, or a time or 3 or 4 or something like that. So that's a little story about somebody being lost in the Smoky Mountains.